We are in Dnipro city, in a shelter where people are staying now while they lost their homes because of war. There are 360 people. Among them we have 86 children. Mostly people live in families and they are staying in awful conditions. So the demand of beds are high here.
Нам добре було вдома. Тут не так добре, ну добре. Зразу ми, як приїхали, були на піддонах. Просто не було ліжка, всім не хватало, не вистачало.
Каждый пребывает со своей жизненной историей. Кому одеяло, кому матрас, кому, я же говорю, химия, кому все.
Для человека является самым главным – это сон. Но люди в последнее время его совсем не знают и потеряли. Самое беспокойное, самое страшное – это ночь.
People need to have a peace and to have a bed to sleep at night and to have a rest, and we are waiting for your mattresses.
When the Ukraine war started, it was obvious they were going to need a huge amount of support. So I've always worked on the basis that we need to be ready. The idea for this project really came about because last year we were working with Whitbread, who generously donated a huge quantity of used duvets and pillow sets.
I got a call from Charles Storer, who in his own words would describe himself as a bit of a corporate scrounger, and saw an opportunity that we may be able to send good quality donatable mattresses to people in need in Ukraine. So these mattresses have come from our hotels. So as we're changing out our old mattresses for new ones, the donatable ones have been identified. They'll then be sent directly to Ukraine on palms, and they will then get these to displaced people to get the good night's sleep they deserve.
Our bed replacement scheme is complicated. It's a massive logistical operation and something we finely plan down to the very last second. People across the business play a part, from housekeepers to hotel managers to the product and supply teams, our suppliers, and many more.
Seeing the project and the process actually going on in the hotels, I feel very proud. It was a very important topic for me. 2 months after the war started, I've been able to visit one of the refugee centers that had been set up in the main train station in Krakow. It was quite heartbreaking to see the women and children coming to Poland, and in the same time their husbands saying goodbye to come back to Ukraine to fight for their country.
Мне 32 года, имею 2 сыновей, 16 и 13 лет. Муж мой пропал без вести на войне. Уже год, больше года нету, ничего не слышно, не видно. Домой возвращаться некуда, все разбомбили полностью. Ну, как-то вот так вот оказались мы здесь.
I've been doing this for 27 years. The world it's gone mad, honestly. Corporates have got a massive part to play in making the world better, in helping people who need the help, and that's what I hope. I hope we can increase the support that corporates will give to charities. We just get out there and get on with it. There are thousands and thousands of people who are hurting. They may not show it. They're very stoic and they're very determined, but they're hurting. And I think it's really important that they know people care, and we have the ability to provide them with something that is going to give them a big uplift.
Almost every night we have the air alarm system, so we need to just wake up and we'll see. If you need to move, even in my dreams, I always trying to organize humanitarian aid for people, so we do not sleep well at all.
So Alla is organising everything on the ground with inconceivable constraints. Something that really hit home with me when I first started this project was we had mattresses ready to go, And I was wondering why I hadn't had a response back for Ala for 3 or 4 days. And the fact was there'd been bombing in Kyiv and didn't know whether she was alive or dead.
I'm not afraid anything, so I go to a front line, I deliver humanitarian aid anywhere, and I know that I'm an optimistic person, I'm very strong, so I believe that I come back home to my children, to my family, and everything will be okay.
Today, the Hope and Aid Direct team drove up with the truck right in front of the hotel, and we uploaded the truck with about 200 pillows.
What we're going to do is bring out the pillows.
Even if it's the smallest gesture, it's absolutely great that we are able to have this opportunity to help today. And hearing the stories from the employees really does touch you in a way that is very emotional. It just feels great to do something good.
Das mir sehr, sehr tut weh, was passiert in meiner Heimat. Ich hoffe, das wäre bald am Ende, dieser Krieg. Ich finde das sehr super, wegen Hotelpremiere, ihnen hilft das, unterstützt und das ist sehr gute Qualität. Und ich habe sehr große Freunde an die Leute, welche bekommen diese humanitäre Hilfe.
We're donating not just the aid on this trip, but we're also donating the truck. They badly need a vehicle of this size to be able to transport things to people that need it.
The generosity of our suppliers and the people who've given their time and their labour for free is incredible. This idea started with a desire to do something good, and through Force for Good, quickly grew momentum.
So we are at the final loading point, just a couple of miles from the border from Ukraine. It's fantastic to get here, but this is just the start.
For Whitbread, Force for Good is about doing business in the right way, playing our part to help people to live and work well. It's also about empowering our teams to give them a voice so that when they have a light bulb moment, a great idea, we give them the tools to get on with the job.
I'm immensely proud of the work we've been able to do here. Our Force for Good stands on 3 pillars of opportunity, community and responsibility, and we've done an incredible thing that touches all 3 of those areas.
We're donating not just the aid on this trip, but we're also donating the truck. That truck, it's helped thousands and thousands of people. It's done a lot of miles. I'm going to be sad to see it go, you can see. But it'll do a lot more work here.
Dnipro city has a lot of refugees from eastern part of Ukraine, which is under occupation now. Today we delivered here the mattresses, the beds for their permanent homes.
Мы увидели эти кровати, особенно эти огромезные, широкие матрасы. Было очень много эмоций. Наконец-то мы сможем отдохнуть, поспать, и в наших комнатах будет уют.
Сейчас, когда вот привезли матрасы, действительно радость, потому что люди обратили внимание на то, что мы нуждаемся в этом, и нам помогли.
My motivation is that I guess I love my country. I have a lot of projects to rebuild everything, to renovate, to come back people home, to give them jobs, to give them homes, to give them hope.
А наші діти, вони виростуть, вони все відбудують, вони колись повернуться додому.